Because if you don't love yourself, how can somebody else? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sidney, and if you're new, then welcome. And it is about gaining self-confidence. So me personally, I think that the self-confidence process, it never ends. And I just want to let y'all know that I'm in no way 100% confident. It is a hard process, don't get me wrong, and it can be challenging sometimes. I mean, nobody's perfect, you know, we all talk down on ourselves sometimes, but I'm learning, and these are a few tips that I wanted to share with you guys that have helped me on my self-confidence journey. This video is for you if you're feeling about yourself, you know, if you just need that extra oomph, if you just need that extra boost, that extra advice, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not perfect, you know, I still have a long ways to go, and I will do whatever it takes for me to feel good about myself and for me to stay confident in myself. So yes, that's why I'm bringing you guys this video today. I might make this into a segment or a series. It depends on how y'all like it, and it depends on what you guys want to see. So yes, I'm excited about making this video because I know a lot of people struggle with self-confidence, so that's another reason why I thought to make this video. Don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you'll be notified every time that I post. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. So just to start with, I know everybody has their own definition of self-confidence, and my definition of self-confidence is really the way you see yourself and the way you look at yourself, the way you carry yourself and all that, you know. Gaining self-confidence is not something that's gonna happen overnight. That's what you should know if you are on this journey. Because I know it can get discouraging sometimes. So just be kind to yourself, give yourself time, you know. Confidence is gonna come in due time. You just have to work towards it. Another important thing is that no one else should be the reason for your confidence. That's like so super important, okay? You should be the reason for your confidence. You should be the reason that you look good, that you feel. My first piece of advice would be to look directly in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful, tell yourself that you're smart, tell yourself that you're good at whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. It can be school, it can be a job, it can be an interview. It can be literally anything, and just always be kind to yourself. And that goes as far as a lot of people, you know, they'll look in the mirror and they'll see an acne bump or something, and they'll tell themselves, oh my gosh, I'm so ugly, look at my acne. No, like, that is the worst thing you could possibly do. You should always be kind to yourself no matter what, no matter the acne, no matter the facial hairs, no matter the eyebrows, okay? And that's coming from me because I know, like I say, eyebrows aren't done and everything, but I'm not gonna sit here and call myself ugly because my eyebrows aren't done, you know? Like, but you should always just be nice to yourself. And I know this may seem kind of, you know, like crazy or funny, actually looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, you know, talking to yourself, but it's really not. A lot of people do it, and it will seem weird at first, but you're gonna get used to it the more that you do it. For example, like if you're going to class one day, like before you leave or after you get ready, even right after you wake up, just look in the mirror and tell yourself, girl, like, you're bomb, like your skin is bomb, you look good. So my next tip would be to not worry about what other people think about you or what other people say about you. And I know that's kind of hard, but it is a thing, you know. Like, let's be real, people are gonna talk regardless. Like, if you're doing good, if you're doing bad, they're gonna talk. So like, what's the point of trying to impress them? What's the point of worrying about somebody that's gonna talk regardless? They're gonna talk when you're doing good, they're gonna talk when you're doing bad, they're gonna talk when you on your okay? And at the end of the day, you know you better than anybody else around you. And this can go as far as people saying you're not smart enough for something, like, oh, you're not smart enough for that job, you're not fit enough for that job. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You know you, okay? You know your worth, and don't let nobody tell you different, okay? Like, It's so important to just do what you want to do in life, do what makes you happy. So my next tip is another important one, and it is to not compare yourself to people that you see on social media or anyone, period. This is something that I still struggle with today. I'll get on social media, on Instagram, and I'm scrolling, and I'm looking at somebody who has like the perfect skin, and I'm like, oh, I wish my skin could be that perfect. That is not what you want to do. It's so toxic, and it can really mess with your mental. That can go for hair, nails, work ethic, the way you carry yourself. Like, oh, I wish my nails were as cute as hers. I wish my hair was as curly as hers. Like, it's so toxic to speak down on yourself, because manifestation and speaking things into existence is very real, and the universe be speaking, y'all, okay? And the universe hears you when you say you hate yourself, when you don't like the way you look. So always be mindful of what you're saying about yourself. That's so important. And the way I look at it is, like, when you say things about other people, like, oh, her hair is so pretty, like, oh, she's so beautiful, why can't I be beautiful? The same things that you're saying about that person, somebody else is thinking the same thing of you, okay? And you just have to continue reminding yourself that you are beautiful and that you are worthy, and you have to remind yourself to not compare yourself so easily to other people. Like I said, this is a hard thing to do, a hard thing to stop doing. It's very toxic, and it's just something that you don't want to. So my next tip kind of goes hand in hand with the one before this one, and it is to not stress over things that you can't control, okay? And I do this a lot. Stop worrying about things that you can't change or things that's out of your control, and that goes for, like, if you have long hands or long feet or something like that, it's the smallest things, but God made you who you are for a reason, okay? There is somebody out there who gonna appreciate them long fingers. There's somebody out there who gonna appreciate them long toes, okay? I got long toes, and look at Niall. You are beautiful the way God made you, okay? Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with your hands. Nothing is wrong with your nose. Nothing is wrong with your feet, okay? And even if you do think that something is unique about yourself or odd about yourself, quote unquote odd, because that's not the correct word to use, just embrace it, be happy about it. Like, they have women out here who are like 6 feet and still wearing heels. Like, girl, you better show off them legs. Like, please do, because they are beautiful, okay? So my next tip is something that I have been trying to work on lately, and it is when you're feeling down or when you're just not in the best mood with yourself, like if you see an acne bump or something like that, do something to get back in tune with yourself, you know what I mean? If you're just not, for example, like, if you're just not feeling yourself at the moment, like, ew, my hair didn't come out good today, and my makeup is trash today, don't sit there and, like, bask in it, you know what I mean? Like, don't stay in that mood. Change it. If you don't like something about yourself that is in your control, then change it. Like, if you don't like your hair that day, change your hair. Like, if you don't like your makeup, take your makeup off and do it again. Like, if it's that serious, But it's so important to not sit there in that negative energy and in that negative mood, because that can really ruin your whole day, and I have a bad habit of that, y'all. That's why I said I'm still trying to work on it, and I have been doing really well. But yeah, don't just sit there in that negative mood. Try to do something to, make yourself happy, make yourself look good. Like, do your makeup, go do your nails, go get your feet done. Any little thing that'll get you back in a happy mood, you know what I'm saying? What you could do to get yourself in a better mood is, 1, get off of social media, and 2, get up and just do something that'll make you happy, So my next tip is to love yourself, and I'm talking the good, the bad, the ugly, okay? Like, all that. If you start breaking out, if you start gaining weight, 9 times out of 10, the thing that you're unhappy about is not gonna last forever. Like, acne doesn't last forever. Weight gain doesn't last forever. Also, if you're unhappy about it, again, do something that will change it. You can change. You're breaking out, like crazy, then look at things that could be causing those breakouts, if you're gaining weight, then what are you doing? You're not working out anymore and you're not eating right. So start working out again and stop eating all the bad things. Like, it's simple. You should always love yourself no matter what. Like I said earlier, you know, nobody can love you unless you love yourself. So just always love yourself, because you are human and we do go through a lot, but it's life. Like, get over it. The smallest things makes me unhappy, and I'm still to this day trying to, you know, stop getting so worked up over the smallest things. But I'm a work in progress. You know, I'm not perfect, and I'm not afraid to admit that I still have some things to work on. But yeah, last but not least tip is to always surround yourself around people who genuinely support you. And this is so important, because it goes hand in hand with energy, and I'm big on energy. I don't like to share my energy with a lot of people these days. You know, you can never be too sure. It's very important to surround yourself with positive people, and positive people who are actually genuinely rooting for you, because not everybody is rooting for you. Like, honestly, it's like really crazy. And the same supportive people that you're surrounding yourself with, their energy will stem to you. You get what I'm saying? So if you're hanging out with somebody negative all the time, you know, they're always complaining about something, then you're gonna be in a not so good mood. You know, you're gonna have that same energy, and that's just not something that you want to hang around. That's just not something that you want to surround yourself with. So always stay around positive people. Like, if you're on social media, then if you see negative people down your timeline all the time, then unfollow them. You know, like, you want to follow people who are confident in themselves, you know, who have a lot going for themselves, who speak highly of themselves and others. So, you know, that's the type of things that you look into, and that's the type of things that you know, act towards as well. As long as you support yourself, as long as you root for yourself, and as long as you are there for yourself, you know, nothing could ever steer you wrong. You know, just be there for yourself always, and especially in those times where you need someone else. Just always be there for yourself first before attending to somebody else, because nobody knows you like yourself. And it's just very important to just be there for yourself and be kind to yourself. So you guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed speaking some of these positive words into y'all minds, okay? Like I said, I'm still on this journey. I don't think it'll ever stop. I'm not perfect, but I'm working hard to try to better myself, to try to gain my self-confidence, and I think you should too. Might make this into a series. I'm not sure. Y'all just let me know if y'all want that or not. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.